Let's go behind the scenes of a website glow up using AI. Today, we're looking at the perfect workout, a fitness brand with a really revolutionary workout method. I loved it. I tried it myself. It's pretty amazing, and you'll see why. But their website was confusing, it was robotic, and there was a lot of room for improvement when it came to conversions. So I gave it a copy glow up with the help of AI copywriting. And the results were, hey, I'm Allison Carpio, a copywriter and messaging strategist, and I help purpose-driven brands write words that sound like them and sell like crazy. Today, I'm walking you through a real client case study where we turn clunky copy into clear, compelling website that sells with the help of AI and ChatGPT. And if your website could use a messaging and copy glow up, grab my free copy starter kit in the link below. It's packed with prompts to help you clarify what to say and how to say it. So let's take a look at this headline, The Perfect Workout's Time-Efficient Exercise Approach, 20 minutes twice per week. How slow motion strength training with the support of accountability of a personal trainer has transformed thousands of lives. First, I want to say, time-efficient exercise approach, it sounds very matter-of-fact. 20 minutes twice per week is definitely its competitive edge, but everyone says that. You kind of need to show why. Slow motion strength training gets really technical too quickly. What is slow motion strength training and why should I care about it? Shouldn't I be pumping out as many reps as possible? I don't know. So then it's a myth that you need hours in the gym. Okay, this is actually pretty good. Intensity over duration. We've got some pretty generic looking photos here. Coverability, blah, blah, blah. So we're talking about the problem here. You don't need hours in the gym. And the thing here is that it kind of takes a long time to explain this, where I think it could have been explained a lot shorter. And then we go into a little science lesson, like what are these cells and why? Am I still talking about working out? I don't know. Losing fat is over losing weight. I'll be honest, I don't know what this all means, and I've worked with many wellness brands. Finally, we've gone through two sections about the problem. We barely talk about the solution. This is how much we talk about the solution. Not awesome. But I will say they did do a great job about plugging in some of these testimonials, but I know they have some before and after photos that they could have plugged in here. And then we go right into the CTA. So we haven't really given people a reason why they need to give us a shot in the first place. Compliment intro session, solid CTA, but why should I even schedule an intro session? I know I'm going to be sold to, which is fine, but I need to know that it is worth it. So rather than going straight away and rewriting the website, I did what I always do with my clients, which is I took the time to look at the messaging and positioning. This product is so unique that I need to look at the big why. Why now? Why is what they want now possible when it wasn't before? There's so many options out there when it comes to fitness and wellness. I need to get very clear on that and what the three product pillars were, because this product is so unique. So using my messaging deep dive framework, I got clear on the three product pillars. Effectiveness, because with their fast fit machines, it pushes you to your max capabilities with every single rep. Whereas with traditional workouts, you kind of have to do like 10 reps. And let's say only rep 9 and 10 is what is effective and what does meaningful change to your body composition. And because it's so effective, there is the second product pillar, which is sustainability. 2 times a week for only 25 minutes, it fits into any lifestyle. No matter your schedule, you can fit it in, no problem. And then finally, the third product pillar was safety, because these women are 50 plus. So you can't just tell women who've never worked out before, hey, just start lifting weights. They're going to get kind of freaked out about it, especially when it comes to machines or using free weights. So we tell them it is very safe because you're not using free weights or machines that can fall on you. So throughout the process, I collaborated with AI and I took notes from my sessions and findings and from my interviews, and I would feed it into AI. I told them these are what the core value props are, and like, look, it wanted to start writing copywriting, and I was like, let's take a look at the value props or the messaging pillars first. So I fed that into there, and it kind of summarized it a little bit better, it polished it for me instead of the rough notes that I had. So that was really helpful when referring to it later, because I delivered this to my clients. So another way I collaborated with AI was I upload a lot of interview scripts and video scripts with the CEO and key people in the company to make sure that we were on message. I told this to AI and it was like, cool, share the script. And I was like, all right, here you go. And instead of saying, okay, here's what I grabbed from the video script and here's how we can tweak our messaging pillars based on this, it was like, let's tweak the video script instead, which is not the goal of that. So you can see how it's a collaborative effort. I needed to really guide it, and sometimes it just doesn't always deliver. And remember, AI is kind of like your assistant that you collab with. I used to treat it like an assistant that would just like tell what to do, and I never got great results, and I would expect it to give me perfect stuff, but I have found that collaborating with it works so much better. So that's a shift. Act as though it's an assistant who is collaborating with you, not an assistant you tell an order. And I will say throughout the process, there were a couple of times where AI got it completely wrong. So you kind of want to manage your expectations there. That's not always going to be right. But because I was trained in messaging and copywriting, I knew when it missed the mark and I adjusted accordingly. And about halfway through the process, I remembered that the client had given me these amazing studies that they had done on their machines that showed how much more effective it is than traditional workouts. But that wasn't on the website, so the client didn't think about it, and AI wouldn't have known about it. But I, the copywriter and the strategist, knew about it. So because of that, I made sure that was front and center on the website, which we'll take a look at really soon in the after. But that's why you need a strategist like myself when you're writing website copy, whether or not AI is involved. And then finally, with the help of AI, I developed a very core narrative. You don't have to work 5 times a week for 45 minutes to see results. But again, that's not new and novel. You might remember on the before page, that's kind of what it said. What's new and novel is why it is more effective. And the reason why is because the perfect workout machines make your muscles work at its maximum intensity at every single rep, so you don't waste any time. And that's why you only need 25 minutes. Have you ever brainstormed a collab with AI, or did you ever just kind of give it orders? How did it go? Let me know in the comments. Tell me everything. Okay, now let's take a look at the final product. Okay, the most effective strength workout for any age. We need to address this because if we're talking about strength training, again, that might automatically repel women 50 plus. It's the most effective, only 20 minutes twice a week, no burnout, just proven results. I might suggest a video here or something show how it's a little different, but this is much better already. And then we have that study I was just talking about. So more effective than weights in half the time, 2 times more fat loss than traditional workouts, 2 times lean muscle gain, 3.5. Like, these are pretty damn good results, and we have the studies to prove it. Better results proven by science. And then you can see these are basically supporting points for each messaging pillar. Perfect resistance at every rep, no guesswork, designed for busy schedules. Amazing. And then we compare traditional versus ours. So we're not just talking about the problem here. We're talking about how we're the best solution. So this is how we are different and better. If people want to dive deeper into the science, some people do. We give them the option to do so, but we don't put it on there. It's safe for everybody, and you get a coach. And here are those before and after pictures. Some really fit 60, 70 plus year olds. Pretty awesome. I want to be that strong when I'm that age. Sign me up. And here's where we're located. Find a location with some FAQ. People are really skeptical when we stay twice a week for only 20 minutes. So we need to address that in FAQ. We address that also with the traditional versus our workouts. But you might notice in the website, we got rid of a lot of jargon, a lot of technical or scientific language. We buried that in a page where if people wanted it, they can go look at it if they want to, but a lot of people don't. But you can see how we really took our messaging and positioning, why what they wanted before wasn't possible because traditional workouts, just you have to work out way too much. Why it's possible now, because with our machines, you only do it twice a week, 25 minutes. You put in your maximum effort in and therefore maximum results. And we really inspired action by showing proof that it works with the studies and the client stories. Remember, messaging and positioning is the difference between a bland page and a juicy, high-performing one. Your site needs to do 5 things. 1, sound like you. 2, speak to your ideal customer. 3, build hope that what they want is now possible when it wasn't before. 4, position your brand as the best solution that is out there and show proof and credibility. And 5, inspire action today. So if your site isn't doing all 5, then you're probably leaving some sales on the table. And remember, AI alone can't do this for you. You need a strategist giving AI guidance and feedback, tying it all together, crafting juicy messaging and positioning and copy. If you're dreaming of a website that sounds like you and sells like crazy, go ahead and grab my copy starter kit below. The link is in the description. Let's start your glow up now. Thank you so much for watching. If you love the behind the scenes case studies like this, go ahead and hit subscribe. Give me a little thumbs up and let me know in the comments which part was most surprising to you. Which part did you love? What would you love to see? Thanks so much, and I will see you next time.